Yo, y'all, it's Ro. What's up? Cause she's a weirdo goofball. Wouldn't say nothing.
Welcome to Sisters Talk with Vegas, Ray, and Ro. Obviously, we sisters. Period. I didn't know what to say at the beginning. I
She
lost.
didn't. It was
I
stuck,
was
but
like,
it's okay.
what do I say?
All right, y'all. So we missed y'all last week. It was a very busy weekend for Miss Vegas Ray, and then I was
Yes.
sick.
I had to get the tattoos together.
You
Everybody
know.
was wanting tattoos this weekend.
Mhm.
Last weekend. I was just
And
like,
then I
I
just want to draw attention to the fact that if you peep her shirt, it's the Rugrats, right? My
right.
shorts are the Rugrats, right?
Unplanned
We didn't talk about this.
at all. And I'm trying to figure out why did she keep wearing the same clothes as me. But it's
I'm
okay.
older, so it don't matter.
It's the telepathy.
So today we will be talking about taboos and suspicions in your household as you grew up. Now, as far as like me, not even so much as just things that we're talking about, like taboos, like, okay, who talked about safe sex?
I talk about safe sex in my home,
I talk about it in my home too.
but not everybody does.
I feel like our mental health.
Yeah, that's a big one. That's a really, really big one in a lot of families. I swear to God, just to jump in a conversation,
That's what we're doing anyway.
we're just jumping in there. We're just gonna dive deep, you know. Now you know it's. Remember we had this conversation on the way up here. Stop saying the stuff I say at the same time.
Just go.
We gonna get it together eventually, y'all. That's not y'all stereo echoing. It's us talking together. But with the mental health, like I feel like growing up younger, like my younger age, especially in my preteen years, I really had a difficult time dealing with depression, recognizing like, okay, this is me depressed. This is what I'm going through. And then explaining it back to my mom or my dad or my family members. Hey, I'm depressed. This is how I'm feeling. And everybody like, you don't get depressed. We don't
you're
do
just
those.
overreacting.
You're overreacting.
Yeah, like
You're just being dramatic. Like, yo, I'm really like feeling this way. And I didn't get help with that until I became an adult, like literally after 25. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm depressed. Well, I knew like when I got about like early 20s that I was going through depression because like I was like high risk, like damn near suicidal. Well, shit, I was suicidal, you know? But like I'm comfortable talking about that now. Like I did have those years where I was like very like depressed, suicidal, like just like literally at times like had to have what's it called? The police do well
checks.
checks. Yes, like real life like depression, but like nobody said anything, like, oh, are you okay? Are you like I'm telling you I'm depressed, but I'm being dramatic. Everybody goes through
Right,
stuff
it's
or
not a big
minimizing.
deal or it's life. Like, no, you know what? I knew for sure, I was going through depression in like high school. Like, I wasn't able to talk about this shit before, but like now I can. I used to cut myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whenever I felt like, it felt like whenever I felt like things were just going on or when I felt like numb, like I couldn't, I would cut myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember being told one day, you kill yourself, I'm not paying for a funeral.
That part.
However,
That part.
at the end of
That
the
one.
day, I am literally going through it. And what is it? Like, I don't know what it is. I just know that I feel really low. Sometimes I don't feel enough. But growing up, I grew up and I was made to be insecure. I got made fun of. I was a fat kid. So I called fat girl. Like, my nose is big. I got being
I
made
mean,
fun
it is
of.
though. But
It
I
is
love
though,
it.
but I mean,
I can oink it.
it took me to get to be an adult and love me to realize
That
like I'm
part. You're
beautiful as hell.
And I tell you that
So
every day.
I feel like if I were to change my nose, I wouldn't be me. My
You
face wouldn't be my
definitely wouldn't be.
face.
I'm like, girl, what the
You
fuck
see
wrong
what I'm
with your
saying?
nose?
And
Why you look like
I realized that I had like not real, but actually got help at a young. I was like 23.
Uh-huh.
I actually started seeing a psychiatrist
Mm-hmm.
and talking to somebody else. That's when I found out a lot of shit. Like a lot of shit. And I was like, oh damn. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? And it's just about how you deal with it at that point. But I do get it. So with Naya, like I do mental checks all the time.
Exactly.
When she gets up in the morning, if I'm up when she gets up for school, I ask her, how you feeling today? How did you sleep? How's your head feeling when she comes home from school? How you feeling today?
That
How's
part.
this? You feel me? Because I feel like with that made, being made for attention, like, being brought to the forefront, it helps your kids trust you enough to open up and be like, so they're not afraid to talk about it. And they know
Talking
that they're
about
not
the
just going to be
things.
blamed that, oh, you're just overreacting or anything like that.
Yeah, and then even when friends come to you, I feel like a lot of people tend to minimize minimize your friends' problems just because it's not your problems. Like I said, don't be that friend that trauma dumps, but also be that friend that's willing to listen and not minimize the next person's problem, or even minimizing your kids' problems, minimizing your in a relationship when you got a partner, your partner's
Yeah, don't
problem,
minimize yourself because and then
or minimizing your emotions.
I'm not doing that.
I see a lot of people tend to, instead of taking up space, they want to like minimize themselves and not take up space because they feel like
they'll make themselves small. They want to make how they feel small because the person that matters to them is big. But y'all have to have that same
energy.
You have to feel just like that about yourself as you feel about
Exactly.
your partner. So I have someone named, excuse me, Jimmy Trammell II.
Okay.
He says, basically he said, especially mental health. And then he said, and I had to consider as I got older that my parents and their generation didn't have mental health awareness.
Boom.
So they didn't know how to respond to certain situations. And that's right.
Yes.
That's 100% correct. Like, way right. And so that's what we got to do better.
Exactly. Like, I'm sitting there telling my mom, hey, I'm going through this and stuff like that. And I'm telling my mom as an adult, hey, maybe you should go talk to somebody.
Yeah,
go
maybe you
therapy.
should go.
Because at the same time, like, y'all not recognizing that y'all got some issues.
Yeah, and you could be hoarding things from when you were younger.
Issues,
no,
and they
for
got
real.
like they need to do some shadow work. Even like becoming spiritual, learning how to do that shadow work for yourselves. Like it's a process, but it's a good process. It hurts a lot, but it's a good hurt.
It opened you up to a lot of things that you were blocking out that you didn't realize were genuinely hurting you. And a lot of people don't realize that either. You can live your life all hunky-dory, and then one thing happens, it turns a switch.
And then you just messing everybody
Spaz
else
the hell
up.
out, and you don't realize that, yeah, you were happy, but in your subconscious, you got all this trauma.
Exactly. Oh, hold on. Even when you going through, what is it called, the baby blues?
Oh, when you want, like, what do you mean, postpartum?
Postpartum depression. A lot of women don't even recognize they're going through that.
Right.
Postpartum is very much real, and a lot of other women don't recognize that other women going through it. So you like, oh my God, I don't know why she acting like that, because she really going through it. Like she's having postpartum depression. Like if y'all want some more information, just look postpartum depression up, and you're gonna realize like, damn, I think I went through that. Like.
I used to have random moments where I cried. Didn't know what I was crying for. I was crying.
Not feeling connected with your child.
I never felt disconnected, but it was just I felt more so like, how am I going to take care of this other person?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm being made responsible for this other person, and I don't know the first fucking step to take care of me in reality. But I was young too.
Exactly.
So
I was older and I still went through it. But like I feel like most people go through it, but we don't recognize the things, or people just, oh, she just been dramatic. Once again, that minimizing yourself and minimizing your issues. And like, even though as much as I say, hey, I'm going through this, everybody, I'm going through this, I'm going through this, I'm going through this, I'm going through this, and nobody's really listening, like really taking the time to listen. Obviously, those people should have never been in my life at the point.
Exactly, because really you're not taking
going
heed.
Through something.
Cause shit, you would message me or you be like, and I'll be like, what's wrong? What happened? You'll go silent. I'll be like, question mark the hell.
And you not saying, hey, I would tell people now, I'm more open with telling you, hey, I'm feeling depressed. I'm at zero.
You can notice when someone's depressed though, depending on how they take care of themselves.
Or like you're spiraling.
And then like say, okay, you can come to somebody's house and their house is like spotless. Mm-hmm. They always keep themselves up. Mm-hmm. And then you can see them the next week and it's like for a whole week and you notice like, okay, that's different because maybe something is out of place. Then you notice something the next day, that's different too. And then you begin to notice that people become disheveled. And then you're like, what's the deal? Because then it's like, what's going on? You okay? Because this looking like this.
Like, are you okay?
Why your hair not combed? That's my first thing, because everybody I know that is close to me that's in that depression, who gets up and puts on clothes or don't comb their hair?
Well, I guess
you with your eyebrows.
Janelle said, what's wrong with you?
You do your eyebrows. So if you don't do your eyebrows, after a while, it's like, what's wrong with you?
Janelle said, what's wrong with you? I said, what do you mean? She said, girl, you ain't got no
eyebrows on. You see what I'm saying? With your eyebrows. You always know with people like me, I won't get dressed. I won't comb my hair.
I'm like, why you look so funny looking?
You see what I'm saying? You get on the phone with me. Some days you be like, hey, gorgeous. And some days you be like, what's going on?
Why you get on the phone with me just being disrespectful to my eyes?
And that's when people don't realize they're depressed, but your outer is showing. Like,
Exactly.
you are
Your
going
outer shows
through it.
your inner
See what I'm
sometimes.
saying?
But I mean, that's also taking the time at recognizing those things, and also like being open to talk about it now. Like I feel like our generation is way more open to talking about their feelings, talking about how we feel with our kids, how we feeling or expressing. Sometimes I feel like y'all kind of one overshare. I'm an oversharer sometimes,
I can be an
or
overshare, but I think became more of an
or being
overshare when she
too
got older.
sensitive about some things. Like, and I feel like that leads back into that taboos, because if you feel like what I'm telling you is, oh my God, then you too sensitive. Like I feel like y'all just too sensitive, or you just really desensitized. It's like you're two on one side or two on
You
the other
genuinely have
side.
to be that person when it comes to kids that, like, when you say you can talk to me about anything, and there's no judgment, you have to stand on that. And you
Exactly.
have to stand on that because, I mean, grown up shit, nobody, like, in reality, like, I could,
I only had a couple people that I could open up to when
judgy
I
as
was
hell. Like,
younger.
growing up, we got judged like crazy.
Right.
So we have to make it a safe space. So, like, yeah, a lot of stuff like safe sex.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. We're gonna backtrack real quick.
Go ahead.
Like one thing like we didn't really like, like being uncomfortable was like, hey, I'm too dark, or my name. Like my name is Sheree.
Oh,
Like I
mine's
hated
Roshonda.
my name.
I did too. I have people
Like
call me
I
Ro. Like,
hated
what?
my
It's so
name. I
ghetto and
had
so
people call me
extra.
Shay, or like my skin tone. Oh, you're too dark. You're too this. Why your lips look like that? Why your nose look like that? And I had to be comfortable with that. And I would cry, and nobody would understand. Hey, why are you feeling this way? Why you don't talk to us? Like,
What do you mean? Because
cause
anytime
y'all
I say anything, y'all feel like I'm going through insecurities. I'm not loving
exactly
myself.
right.
But talking to y'all is, oh, you're overreacting. No.
Definitely. So I feel like
Why
once
would I make
again,
you feel small? Like, I'm not going to belittle you. The world is already belittling
that's another
you.
reason why because I know the world is belittling. Like when I comes to my kids and stuff, like before they even leave out my car in the morning, I be like, who's smart? They be like me. I be like, who's beautiful? Who's handsome? They be like me. I was like, who's the awesomest kid in the world? They be like me. And I be
Yes.
like, okay, well, make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. You still have that choice. I still getting that choice. The choice is yours. You don't have to
Hmm.
have a great day, but I get in that choice, and I be like, mommy loves you. And then so when somebody else come up to him like, oh, Marcel Royal, you're so handsome. He was like, I know. My mommy tells me every
Facts.
day.
Because that's how I am with Anaya. I've
That's
told
my
Anaya
no.
she is beautiful her whole life.
Like I
And
give
I've
him that
always been like
encouragement.
that. You have to, though. But
And
I've
I
given
tell
Anaya.
him, because I remember I get talked down saying, "Hey, you're not smart. You're not this. Da 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 da.
My
You
mama
got
think I'm
AD."
handsome, so I don't care.
Exactly. Or like you hear that stuff from people at school, from kids around you. Why would you want to come home and hear that from other people or hear that from
Or
your
be around
family? I
someone
feel
that's
like
not uplifting you. I got to go outside and not be uplifted.
exactly.
I want to
So
come in the house and be made to feel like I'm a celebrity.
and
For
that's
real, for
another reason
real.
why every time I get on the phone, I remember when I first started telling y'all, "Oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. You're this." Y'all, it threw y'all all the way off. Y'all was like, "What?"
Right, made me feel good. Now, you notice I had started
Like,
getting dressed a few days. I was like, let
and
me go
then
to comb
and
my hair
then
because,
like
uh.
and then after that, like I was like, oh, da, da, da. You know what I'm saying? You get used to it. I feel like women also have to be getting used to complimenting each other, saying, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful. You're this, you're that,"
Mm-hmm.
because we not used to hearing that. We used to being judged, being in
Say,
competition with
boy,
each
if you
other.
hang around me, listen. I'm going to tell you, girl, you fine.
Exactly.
Tell you your booty looking fat
I'm
even
like,
when it
you
ain't
looking
fat.
good, girl.
You
What
out
you
here
doing?
thick
I
as
love how
hell.
your hair look
And
today. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? You just giving what you
giving,
giving.
right, giving it all.
Exactly. You did not come to play
Because
today.
failing to realize, like, I learned with working with people and things, like, you never know
What's somebody in
who
the
you
next
come.
person?
Exactly. So your whole interaction with someone could really, like, set the tone for their day. Like, you could
Exactly.
meet somebody and they were thinking about killing themselves. They was coming to the store to get a bottle of liquor so they can overdose or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
However they seen you and you gave them a smile because they probably feel like people in the world ain't ish. Our
Exactly.
people are hateful, and then they come across you and you give them that smile and you're like, hey, how are you? And it's genuine and they know it's genuine. You just completely change their outlook on what it is they wanted to do.
Exactly. And that's what I tell the kids. That's what I tell everybody around me. Don't judge somebody.
Be kind to some real shit.
Exactly. Be kind, because you never know what the next person is going through. You never know what trauma that next person going through. You never know what somebody's going through.
Exactly.
But like I said, that goes into that taboo of not talking about mental health. Okay, like mental health is everything for everybody, for men, women, black, white. Everybody goes through it.
And then what's crazy is people like to pinpoint, like, but I'm gonna keep it hot in the black families. We don't.
We don't talk
We
about
did
it.
it. I don't know if you know how other races and things do. I'm gonna keep it hot. The white people, I have never had so many people call in to get help with their kids. 'Cause, I work for medical insurance, so I get people to call in to find out, hey, how much is this? How much is this intensive care treatment or whatever the case may be? Big ups to y'all, because y'all do. Old people and everything, they really make sure these kids are mentally okay. So that's dope. We need to do better.
Yes, definitely.
Because I've never had, like, I've worked for medical for like 4 years.
Like maybe,
never had any black person call in and say, hey,
I feel like when a
cover
kid
psychology.
goes through like junior high and high school, I feel like that should be like an automatic thing. Because
because there's a lot of changes.
It's a lot of changes for
we know
kids
that
to go
though.
through. And also, like, parents, sometimes we be all into our stuff. We don't recognize our kid going through their own stuff. And sometimes, because we're such a parent, I don't know why you tripping about this, minimizing your kid's situation when that's the biggest thing that's going on.
Well, Anaya will sit with a straight,
that's the biggest thing
face.
that's going on in their life right now.
And I'm quick to be like, what's wrong? She be like, nothing. Why your face look like that? Nothing. It's just my face. Okay. Just making sure.
Exactly.
Making sure you okay. But people don't like you have to do that with your kids.
Exactly. So then what's the next taboo? What's another
safe
taboo?
Sex.
Okay, safe sex. Or just sex in general. So, I was bringing up to you in the car. I do know grown ASS women that don't know why they have a period besides to have babies.
That blew me when you said that.
Like, I really do. Like, I know grown women that don't know why they have periods. I was like, girl, you don't know why you got a period? No, girl, to have babies.
Oh, okay.
No, like, it's other things that your period does for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it cleanses out your body. Like, it helps get all that toxins, all those exes that you had while you got, you know what I'm saying?
And then you wondering why you got chlamydia or something, and then it's all just nasty because it's cleaning. It's trying to, but it needs help from an antibiotic.
And I know, like, the older generation, whereas I dealt with, like, older generations not talking to their grandkids. Because, a lot of grands watch their youngs, they whatever, their grandkids, whatever. Mm-hmm. And they don't talk about that because the parents is not in the home or whatever. Mm-hmm. Whatever the situation might be that the grandparent might have to take care of. And that's from their generation. No, we don't talk about those things. Like,
because back then it was all don't have sex until you're married.
Yeah, we don't talk about why you got a period. I'm like, no, baby, you got to explain everything.
Everything. Because even though I knew what a period was, mine started and I thought I was going to die.
Right. Like, you're dying. No, you're good. You just this, that, and the third. Now
it's time for
you. And this is what else comes with it. What comes with this is maybe you, like, even when you're coming down, like, not even just periods, like, just having sex in general. Like, hey, if you do these things, make sure you use a condom. Make sure you understand that
the outcome of these situations.
You possibly can get pregnant. Maybe we need to get you on birth control. Oh, shit. Talking about birth control in general. Like, oh, my God.
Literally a big thing.
Like, why is that such a big thing? Your kid wants birth control. Your daughter wants birth control.
And if your child comes to you and tells you, hey,
I need birth control,
I think I want to get on birth control, that should be your first thought. Like, okay, either they're having sex
or your cramps
or they're thinking about having sex.
Or your cramps is bad.
But see, when you take your child to the doctor, but when you go to the doctor, though, your doctor will typically, when you explain to your doctor, my stomach hurts really bad. Sometimes they'll do that. They'll put you on birth control
anyway.
Because it helps with cramps.
Yeah.
I mean, in general, just when your child comes to you and they're like, hey, just out of the blue, y'all chilling. Then, hey, I've been thinking about going on birth control. Don't spaz out. Find out why.
You don't even got to find out why. Just be like, hey.
We're going to do it, but I want to know what brought this idea along. Like, are you thinking about having sex? Or are you having sex? Like, what's the problem?
We don't have this conversation along the ways, but I'm like, okay, let me make
No, you asked me about birth control. We finna have this talk right now because you're asking for these right now. Yes, if Anaya came to me today and said, Mom, I'm thinking about, she's not going to because, but if she came to me today and said, Mom, I think I want to get on birth control.
Yeah.
My whole idea would be, okay, however, why? Why do you feel like you need to be on birth control?
I might want to have sex one day.
When is one day? Because one day apparently
is
soon.
You asked too many questions. I'm not already.
No, and see, that's me. And see, I'm very comfortable with that because I am an open book. I want to know.
I don't know. One day.
See, yeah, no, I don't want one day. I want you when you come.
Day?
No, I need to know.
April 5th.
No. I mean, shoot. You asked me for birth control. Okay, you asked me for birth control today.
Okay.
You plan on having sex within the next month because why do you need birth control right now?
I
Like,
mean,
why do you,
because,
in the next 90 days, you plan on having sex because you're asking for it today.
Oh, you wouldn't need it instantly? No, I ain't gonna be like,
Why do you, okay,
I'll
so
make
if you don't plan,
make
or
you
are
a
you having
appointment.
sex? Are you having
Yeah,
sex?
or are you having
If you're
sex?
having sex, that's all you got to do. Mom, I'm having sex. So I feel like,
Look at
okay,
here.
but you still need a birth control. You need everything. I need
The
to
way
pump
I
you with
got
everything.
asked was I having sex. We was at Applebee's.
I got told on.
What I was about to say. We was at Applebee's. My mom, my dad. Raven,
No.
Rhea.
Dad did not.
DJ. Dad's in the cross. He know I've been going out with Tyler for some amount of years.
Yeah, he was with Tyler
He
forever.
said, so are y'all having sex? Dad asked me. I said,
stuck.
Yeah.
Girl.
Yeah. Like, Dad asked me. And I was like, yeah. And so then, like, that's pretty much, they asked me, and I was scared to tell them. But I did tell them, and I said, yeah. And so it was like, one of the most embarrassing moments. Mind you, we're at Applebee's, and my dad asked me this. This is my dad. Like, my dad don't really ask
I
too
couldn't
many
even,
questions.
I couldn't deal with Dad when it came to periods,
Like-
bro. Like, nah, I don't even want to tell this man I'm on my period right now.
Oh, and I had that when he was there. My mom was at work.
Oh, remember when I had it? I was upstairs in the bathroom on the floor in a ball crying. Like, it's horrible. As soon as Mom got home, she gave me a Lortab. I must have took that thing. It was out.
Right. Yeah, no. That was the thing about it. Heck no. So, what happened? Oh.
Hey, no. I remember when I thought I was going to have sex and didn't. I remember. And I didn't.
It was the worst experience in my life.
It is.
Hurt so
It's
much.
not exactly. And it's like, it was
Why
more
would you
so
ever want to do that?
in the back of my mind, I'm hearing, at the back of my mind, I'm hearing my mama's voice. Like, literally, it got to the point his pants was down. He had a condom on, all that. And I'm laying there. And when he got ready, like, you know, you feel it. Oh, after that, I was like, oh, yeah, no, I'm over this. No. And then I heard my mama's voice. I will beat you. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this at all. And then when people were like, oh, you can tell your hips spread. Oh, yeah, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Yeah, no.
No, you can't. So, like, and then, see, that's a suspicion. Is that a superstition?
Your hips really spread,
No,
bro.
they don't.
They do.
No, they don't.
Who?
No, they don't.
Your hips spread.
Mine didn't. Maybe
They
because I
did.
play sports.
Yeah, you play sports, but
I
then
play
you didn't
sports.
realize you really start getting thick as hell after you start having sex.
I don't know. 'cause
Oh,
I
my
was playing
goodness, because
sports.
these got huge. They were already big, but they got big. And then that's what I really got hips.
I guess.
I really had hips.
I was skinny and playing
Because you got to
sports
think
'cause
when
I
you're
was playing
younger, your hip, like you're
basketball.
like this.
I was playing basketball.
Yeah.
so,
After you have sex, you kind of get a little curve.
I guess. I don't know about all that.
I think your walk changed when you have sex.
Maybe. I don't know. I didn't
Your
really
attitude
notice.
changes. I get told you smelling yourself. Like and it does. Your
I don't
attitude
know.
totally changes.
I don't know because when after the first time I didn't do it for a long.
I didn't have sex for a year after my first time.
No, it was like
I was a
a
year.
long
I
time
was a year.
until I was like 18.
Because it hurt. It wasn't fun.
Until I was 18.
People are like, oh, and that's like, and really what it was is I got friends, they in school, they having sex, and I'm like, ooh. Now I'm curious because now all
did
my
that
friends
once.
ain't virgins, and I'm just a virgin sitting around here, and they talk
I
about
was
this freak
good.
stuff on what they talking about. So I decide, I'm gonna have sex. No,
But I feel like
hurt.
that's definitely like a taboo of like not talking about it. Like talking about talking about sex in general.
and what's crazy is we would talk to our friends, but we couldn't talk to our parents.
Oh, now the conversation is very much
Open.
open.
I talk to my daughter about it all. Anaya, she has questions.
No, I talk to you. Do you talk to your mom about it?
Oh yes,
It'd be funny.
it's funny as hell because I'm grown now. What you gonna do? Pop me, girl? Ain't nobody worry about that.
Right. We was talking about, sex.
I did that with my mama. I swear. I'm not gonna tell her
She was
business.
like, y'all so nasty, right?
It's not nasty. It's just now I want to know.
She was just done. She was through with us. She was like, I don't even want to hear you guys. I was like, so
I asked.
how I got these kids. Your daughter a freak. You got it from
Right,
either one
like
of your
come on
parents.
now.
Psychology says that if you're a freak, you got it from one of your parents.
Facts, you got it
Just
from at least one of
understand-
them.
It
My
runs
daddy.
in the family. Just understand what it is.
Facts.
But okay, so you got that one. What's another one?
It was suspicions.
Oh no, hold on. I have one more
Go.
like taboo. Is like, for instance, so like as growing up we didn't know. Well, we knew, but we didn't know like Tita Rita was gay, or lesbian, and
I
like,
knew.
Uncle Bob was like
I knew.
gay.
I
like
knew.
no, but it wasn't said.
No, I knew, and
But
it
I
did.
mean, it wasn't said. Like it wasn't.
Oh,
like
nobody said it. Yeah, nobody said it, but we
said
always
it.
knew.
We knew.
We seen what went on. We always knew.
We knew, but it wasn't talked about. Or like even with your kids, like you see it in some of y'all.
My daughter
kids.
likes girls, bro.
You know, like
so
but
I
like
get it.
it's not like
it wasn't something that was a comfortability or
it
like
wasn't
something
talked
that was
about. Hey, I think I might like something else.
because
like,
I've always liked women.
Not.
But who am I gonna talk to? I talk to my
like,
sisters.
Who you're gonna talk like sometimes like having that conversation with your parents or having that conversation with somebody else, it makes it uncomfortable because everybody's like, no, I like this. I just
Some
like
people
boys.
will be
I'm
embarrassed.
strictly dickly. I just like
Girl, sometimes you think about titties. Stop playing.
Yeah, but like some people are like real life, like those conversations aren't talked about like with kids or with like
they
other
should
people.
be though.
It should be talked about. That's a
because
taboo.
then
Like
you
that
feel
really is
like for real, it is.
It's really a taboo. Like how do I know how I'm feeling is correct? Like I feel like that's what you go through as
growing up.
Like
when
I was
you
like,
when you hit puberty and you realize you're attracted to things that maybe everybody else isn't. Right.
Like I'm not sure if I'm supposed to like this person like that. Like I really like this person, but do I supposed to like this? No, I can't do that because everybody else gonna think this of me. Like everybody all else that shit processing through your head, and you be like, okay, maybe.
Do you know that's why I love our family?
Why?
Because at the end of the day, even though it wasn't something that was talked about, it was something that was accepted.
Yes, definitely.
And wasn't being made to be
oh my god
wrong or like, oh, you're gay so you can't come to family functions or you can't do this. Like
we're not that.
Our family was very accepting of whatever the case may be.
Yeah, you like who you like, but that ain't got nothing to do
you
with
like
me.
it, I love it. As long as you happy and they treating you right, I don't care.
Exactly.
I don't. And that's really how our family was when it came to that, from what I've seen.
Exactly.
Or what I grew up on. And so that's why me growing up, I mean, my mom liked women. Yeah. My mom had a old girlfriend. Me growing up.
But still, like, having that conversation is a different...
Yeah, like, nobody wants to have to talk.
You're not going to have that talk.
Yeah,
like,
nobody's not going to sit and be like, yeah. Now, when we got
accepted.
older, I think as I got older...
It's accepted.
Tita Rita talked about it. When I got older, she talked to me about it.
Yeah.
She talked to me about what made her, all of that. Like, she talked to me, and I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
You know? But it's not.
When you're younger, going through that little phase in life where you're not sure and stuff like that, and also like even with now how today's kids are, I don't feel like
I feel like a lot of kids
you
do
can
because
talk
other kids
about
are.
it, but also like don't push your kid into some shit.
Hey, like, no, I see me and Marlisha had that same talk.
I see a lot of parents, like I literally just scrolling on Facebook. This girl done got her son all maked up. Like if your kid asks about something, don't push your kid into some shit just because they asked about it.
For real, let them be them, and they'll figure it out along the way, and you just support whatever they decide to do. That's all you there for.
And then, like, I'm gonna hurt some people's feelings.
You probably are. It's okay. Let's do it.
Hurt some people's feelings.
You know, I don't care. I mean, I care, but
I'm gonna accept my kid for who they are. But when it comes to my son or my daughter, you're gonna dress appropriately.
I feel that
you're gonna dress like a boy. You're gonna dress. Who's to say what a girl dresses like?
Exactly, because the way girls dress nowadays, but you're still gonna have some type of femininity to you.
To it, like you're gonna be your gender per se. But
I need you to know what you are. I don't want you to grow up being like,
oh. When you get older, and that's what you want to do.
Your choice is your choice.
Your choice is your choice. By all means,
I'm gonna love you the same. However, in here,
but here, this is what's accepted,
and that's not because Naya, like I said, but like she brought to my attention, she was like, oh yeah. I don't want to marry. She told me I don't want to marry a woman. I want a husband. I want kids. Mm-hmm. And with Anaya getting dressed, like I've watched her change her. You've watched it. She went from being super girly, to her. And it's not me putting stuff up because I be wanting her to wear dresses and stuff.
Yeah,
she has crop tops.
Hell no.
She has girly clothes.
She said,
you feel me? Naya has girly clothes. It's just she feels more comfortable.
In what she wears.
Yeah. So it's not like she don't go out to like get it. It's just she feels more comfortable in that. And who am I to stop you from feeling comfortable in your skin and who you are? And at the end of the day, she says, I know I'm a girl.
But if you're saying me like, I want to put on a dress, are you going to be like,
no?
You're gonna be like, no. If you're like,
and I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings or nothing like that. Just my comfortability with that is not that I'm not comfortable with it. Like, by all means, do you. But when it comes to my child, my nephews, anything, you're not going to wear a dress, bro. You're not a girl.
Yeah. So
you're not a girl.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna hurt some feelings with that one, but unfortunately, that's
just like Not to
I
change the
accept
subject.
everybody for who they are.
Not to change the subject. I'm gonna probably make somebody mad. So, me and Marlisha were talking to Mariah's dad. He called Marlisha a hypocrite because she basically said, like, I support, like, I don't mind gay people. I don't mind, like, at all. Because, she likes women and all that. Like, we're
very fluent.
However, when it comes to going, because Marlisha goes to church. When it comes to me going to church, I do not want, and I'm sorry, but I don't want someone that is homosexual, like a gay person to preach to me.
That's interesting. Why?
I don't. Because of the fact that in the Bible, like, if you grew up in religion, in the Bible is Adam and Eve. It's not Adam, Steve, Adam and Jacob, or Eliza and Eve. Like, it wasn't. And so therefore, if you are a pastor, you are a pastor and you are coming to me and you are preaching the Bible and what's right, you have to live that. You can't come to me and preach something to me and you're not on that same track. To people like, oh, God says come as you are. Yeah. Understandable, he does. Yeah. However, also in the Bible it says, you feel me? Like I said, I like women too, just as much as the next woman, or just as much as the next dude. Like I do. I'm a titty person. And however,
you said that strong. I'm a titty person.
I'm not finna be like, oh, I'm finna go be a pastor. I am a wolf leading sheep. That is the word. That is the most hypocritical thing to me. I'm sorry. Like, okay, yeah, choir directors, whatever, do y'all. But the person that is supposed to be leading me into the right direction, no.
That's a good view.
Because how are you really feeding my spirit if my spirit's really not getting, like, yeah, you can preach a good word. However, you have other spirits coming with that.
Yeah, you're going to make some people mad, May.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make nobody mad. I'm not trying to make nobody feel offended.
This is one of those that we making people mad today.
It's not me trying to make you mad. It's just my opinion. Everybody has their own opinion.
I definitely understand that.
That's my outlook on it. Like,
mind you, this is when sisters talk. So
and this is literally a conversation we will totally have.
We would definitely have this conversation.
But
yeah, I can agree. Mm-hmm. We have nothing to drop the mic on that one.
There's
because I mean. Yeah, you're supposed to lead by example.
And you can't lead me to the gates of heaven when...
Well, I'm very spiritual, so either way.
All right, and when you're leading me to a promised land, and you're giving me, or would you feel like...
You want them to go by what they preach.
What you're teaching. You can't teach me something and you're not living by what you're teaching.
Exactly. And what was okay, so... We dropped a mic on that, John.
Yeah, so that was our serious situation. Like, that's some serious stuff there.
That was deep.
Y'all can comment on it. You feel me? It don't matter.
We don't care. Comment. Say something.
We'll comment right back.
Period. And we'll speak our mind and don't have have no feelings towards it. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let's go back. Okay. One more. Because this is, I feel like it is a taboo to a lot of people. Polygamy. So you say you want to talk about it. It's a taboo.
It is.
Polygamy. So, I'm going to tell all my business.
So you want me to start with this?
Yeah, go ahead, start.
Okay, so look. My idea of polygamy is, and will always be, I feel like if a man brings up polygamy,
he wants to cheat.
It's because he wants to cheat. He's bringing up polygamy because
he wants to go.
He likes somebody.
He wants you to like
her. And he wants you to like her too.
Yeah.
Now, when a woman brings it up, it's totally for other reasons.
She just wants everybody. No.
I just want, like, for real. I want my cake and I want to eat it too. Right. Literally. So
why is it different?
It's because with women,
I feel like it's more emotional. We want, like, we like that other woman.
I like that girl for
emotional support.
You feel me? It's different shit that she brings.
We like to be freaky because I feel like that's like we just freaks in the middle of it. I feel like it's all freaky at the end of the day, y'all. It's all being freaky.
It is.
It's supposed to be like another woman can help.
But my man cannot bring that up to me.
Yeah.
Like, he can't come to me and be like, hey, you want to bring another girl into this?
I mean, even if a dude, like, tells you at the beginning of the relationship that he wants a polygamy relationship.
If that's not what I'm into, that's not what I want.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to go any further if that's not what I want. I mean, however,
yeah.
I mean, I could always think about it. I mean, because I'm into it. Like, whatever, I've been in them, so it's fine. I have nothing against it. I just feel like when it comes to it, I will be the one who will want to, or we should be the one. It shouldn't just be him, or it shouldn't just be me.
Has to be able to do the 3 Ps that we stated last week.
Protect, profess, and provide, bro. Like, if you can't afford 2 of them, you can't have 2 of them.
You can't do 2 of them, baby, because now you just want to have fun because you can't afford both of us because she's very expensive. She's not a cheap date,
right?
At all.
So if you're finna bring, so for sure, the girl I bring into this,
She not gonna be cheap either.
Hello.
She's not gonna be cheap either.
So I need you to.
You gonna have to.
I need you to have polygamy pockets.
Right. You
can polygamy pockets.
Polygamy pockets.
Poly pockets.
That part.
No, for real.
Like that's a new thing. Do you have Polly Pockets?
Do I have Polly Pockets?
No, I'm saying that's a new thing. That's a new thing. Polly Pockets.
Right.
Like, do you you want this? But do you have Polly Pockets? Like, period.
I'm saying because I feel like my man told me I could have a girlfriend. He was like, if you want to go, because
but
he travels.
Have Polly Pockets?
Oh yes.
Okay. See,
so he was like, you can have a girlfriend. He was like, that's your girlfriend. He says, I don't want. I was like, word? He was like, yeah, but I need you to have a girlfriend. He was like, I would like for you to have one. He was like, or you can have one.
Emotional support.
He's like, because while he's gone, he was like, you get bored. He was like.
So if you want another boyfriend.
I don't want another boyfriend. That's
but
too
I'm
many
saying,
dicks.
I mean, I would like 2 husbands.
That's fine. I like the idea of me having. I like the idea of me having some titties. I can touch. I like titties.
Yeah, but I mean, if you want to go both, you got to be fair to each. You got to play devil's advocate sometimes. Some women want 2 husbands, and I totally agree. Like
I don't knock it. I remember she been saying this for some whiles.
Like I totally agree. Like you can't have 2 husbands. Like one, like you might have like a serious husband that like takes care of shit and stuff like that. I mean, both of them gonna be taking care of stuff. They're gonna do both, and I get double the 3 P's. So I get not quadruple, 6 tuplets. Six tuplets? Piece?
What?
I don't know, girl.
6 tuplets is
okay. Yeah. I get double that. I get double the 3 P's. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's 6.
Oh, you're just greedy.
I think I am. And then the other one is the one that you can like have fun with. Like that's your fun side.
But see, I feel like if like you just greedy and for real, because you can literally have that in one person.
Where?
Me, I get that. Like.
I mean,
my sex life is great. It's amazing.
I'm the fun person.
And then I can go out and turn up with my man. We can literally go out and turn up and I don't feel all messed up when females come up on him. None of that. Like, we can go out and do that. So I mean,
you can have that, but I mean, you can have 2.
You're just greedy.
Like, and then what's like, okay, so then in the other case of you want a man and a woman, and then the woman, like, I need her to, like, damn near like, you just gonna do what I say.
Yeah,
I'm an alpha female.
Facts.
Like you're
that is me.
Just gonna have to just do what I say. You're gonna have to be the more submissive.
Not so much as do what I say, but what I say is what I say.
Period.
Don't question it. Like I said it, and that's what I said. Like
so,
that's it.
Like you just have the alpha female mentality. So therefore, like she's gonna have to be more nurturing, more caring, more like all into your emotions, into your emotional effect, and also
all the things that my man is. Because your man can be nurturing, but I mean it's not
his role.
Like, yeah, that's not his role. So he's not
nurturing. He's not going to be.
You feel me?
He's going to care, but
he's not going to care like a woman would.
Like a woman would.
Yeah.
Yeah. See.
I might want to, because I don't feel like my man should be flat out in my hair, but I want a girlfriend. Why, bitch? You can do my hair.
We can do each other's hair.
We can, do each other's toes and each other's nails.
We can geek out together. It's different things that we can do.
Fim it up.
But. Like, I feel like that's definitely something people don't talk about or a lot of people shun. Like, who gives a fuck what somebody else wants? Like, I've seen people, I'm not into that. Don't bring me into your dirty relationships. Girl,
then girl, fuck you.
You just mad because nobody wants you.
You're mad because you're boring.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're boring. I don't feel, okay, so I don't feel like people that don't want to be in polygamies are boring at all because... I don't care to be in one.
You might be selfish. Like I'm very like you
that's it.
My arm possessive.
I'm selfish.
I'm possessive.
I am. I like what I like and it's mine.
Yeah.
It's not for you to have it or you to have it. It's for me to have it.
And I feel like if I'm in a polygamy, both of y'all need to like me.
No, love me.
Like
y'all gotta like me too. I want you to like me and love me.
Like and love because somebody can love you, but they don't have
to like you. Hey, no, for
like
real.
you gotta understand
like
that
first.
People.
Yeah.
Somebody can love you. But not like you. Let me preach you a word real quick.
Go ahead.
Because like is by choice.
Yeah, like, love is something that happens.
Like
you
can't
love
really
is like
like sometimes you can't turn off like I love you and you won't let that person go. But like I'm liking you by choice. I'm like you, so I choose to hang out with you. I choose to spend this time with you. I choose to do this. Like that is by choice. Very now when you love somebody,
preacher, she's telling you love somebody.
When you love somebody, y'all, give me a little towel. You tend to do things that you would not normally do.
But see, I can love you and then not like you. And with me loving you, I feel like you have to
I'm gonna still keep you there.
You have to like somebody to love them. For real, because I cannot like you all day long, but I still love you. I don't have to be around you.
Do you like your kids all the damn time?
I like Anaya all the time.
But do you like your mama all the time?
I do like my mama.
All the time?
She just gets on my nerves sometimes.
Do you like her?
Yeah.
Are you sitting here lying?
No, I like my mama. Okay, I'm not going to be around nobody I don't like.
But I'm saying all the time.
I don't even love you if I don't like you.
Somebody all the time.
I have an ex-girlfriend I used to be in love with. My nigga, I don't like her and I cannot be in the same room with her.
But do you still love her?
Fuck her.
Like, do you still have love in your heart for her?
No.
No?
She's weird.
Anyways.
No, I promise to God.
So you really do, okay.
I believe that I cannot like you and not love you.
We're going on another thing.
Look, that's crazy.
Write that one topic down. That's a topic. Save for another day.
Save for next Sunday, because that's real. That's gonna be real.
That's a real one.
That's a fun one.
Because I feel like I can love you and not like you.
No.
Because like I can't say I like this person because I might not like something you do all the time.
See, it's something. It's not them as a person. It's I don't like some things you do. Yeah. I cannot like some things you do. That doesn't make me dislike you as a whole person.
See, this is like we're really going on to this.
Hey, yeah, because this is good. Okay, we're not gonna talk about this.
We're not gonna talk about this subject. Like, but that's a good one. That's a good one.
That
okay.
Is.
Anyways, back to come do the U-turn all the way back around to polygamy.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I do feel like when sometimes when a dude chooses, unless he tells you straight up at the beginning of the relationship, this is what he was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
But like all of a sudden in the middle of y'all relationship, this man looking for a
yeah, no, you like somebody.
Nah, who you liking on?
Right. Who is your work wife?
Like, who is we liking on? Who is our girlfriend?
Because I need to know who she is.
Exactly. Like,
because ain't no way. No, yeah, I mean, I get it. And that's what they say, when you're in a relationship, you let somebody know who you are
at the beginning. Stop hiding
because
stuff.
You have to let people make their own choices. I feel like when dishonesty at the beginning, that doesn't give me a choice.
I hear a lot of females on Facebook, he lied to me.
No, he didn't.
To me.
No, he didn't. He told you who he was when you met him and you seen who he was. It's just you decided, oh, I can fix it. Or, he wouldn't do that to me, bitch, please.
Yeah, he gonna do the same
thing. The same way you got him is the same way you're gonna lose him.
That part. Period.
And that's real.
That is very much real. I truly believe that. But so back to like
yeah, we be see everywhere. This is why it's when sisters talk, because this is what we do on the phone.
We truly be everywhere. But
everywhere.
With the polygamy, like and then okay, so when your partner in the polygamy chooses to be with the other person,
mm-hmm.
and you're like, no, I don't like this person. I feel like in polygamy, you both have to agree to the same person.
Yes.
Not just one-sidedness of, hey, like if I like this girl and he don't like her and he tells me, hey babe, I don't like her, like it's not jazzing. It's not jazzing. It's not working.
This ain't milking like it's supposed to be.
Exactly. I'm going to be like, yeah, okay, girl, you're going to have to go ahead.
Move around.
I can't just be like, hey, well, I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
He don't like you, but I do, so.
I like you, so I'm going to keep talking to you.
We finna make this happen. No, I
exactly.
Can't be like that.
You can't be like that. Like, it has to be
it has to mesh.
And it has, and the person has to go with both. But I feel like a lot of people, like, shun it. Like, I'm not the person. I want to love everybody in the world.
We should have been born in the 70s when it was all peace and flowers.
I want to be loving everybody in the world. Like, if everybody believed in one love, like I'm saying, then there wouldn't be so much drama in the fucking world. Like, if we all loved each other.
It's just acceptance. Don't nobody accept nobody.
Exactly.
That's really all it is. It doesn't even have to be love. It's acceptance. People don't accept other people, and then you have people like us that we accept everybody, but that again goes back to things that weren't discussed growing up,
and also was like,
because we're exposed to a lot growing up, and it's up to us, even though what we hear at home is up to us to be like, okay, yeah, I want to deal with this.
I never heard about like polygamy when I was younger.
I heard of not polygamy, but what's the other thing where a man has a gang of wives? It's not polygamy. It's
the religion.
No.
That's polygamy.
But there's something else.
When
you have a gang of wives. Yes, it's something. It's called something. Bigamist.
Oh.
A bigamist. When you're a bigamist, you have hella wives. You feel me? Like, I grew up learning about that, but you
But
learn
I
about
feel
that
like
in other
that's-
countries.
But I feel like that's what polygamy is supposed to be like. You don't get another wife or get another girlfriend just because y'all just want somebody. No, you get this person, this extra person, this third person, supposed to help the relationship, supposed to help build the relationship. Like, it ain't no point of having a third
Excuse me.
person if she not helping. Like,
I feel like, goddamn it, we both like her, and we genuinely both like her. She like us. She can come home.
so you just like if y'all both like her and she just not bringing nothing to.
No, she got to bring something
like,
to
she
the
gotta
table.
bring something.
Yeah,
she
no, I
has
don't
to
mean
help
like
the
that. No, but I'm just
situation.
saying, like, when it comes to that, like, I like her, you like her. She's the let's, we can bring her home.
Like, one, you have to be able to afford her. We both have to like her.
This
She
tramp
has
gotta
to
have a
be-
job.
She has to be stable and able to stand on her own.
She got to be able to, exactly. You can't come in here and you
able
can't take
and
care of
stable to
yourself.
stable on your own. And yes,
Be interesting.
Yes, like,
Don't bore me.
Definitely don't bore me.
Please don't bore me, because right now, bitch, me bringing you into this excitement. It's three of us. It's nothing but excitement.
Exactly.
Like, exciting all the time. So you can't come in here and then there's like no excitement.
But you can agree that it's definitely shunned.
It is.
It's one of those
Because
things
people
that we
feel like
shun
it's
and not
it's
open
nasty.
to.
It's
nasty. What makes
I
it
am
nasty?
I don't know.
What?
Is it because there's threesomes involved sometimes?
Maybe because they go back to a woman shouldn't lay with a woman.
Well, I'm sorry. I like coochie
That Christianity.
sometimes. I like coochie. So
That Christianity stuff.
I like coochie. So.
Or shit, even talking about the fact that other like exploring other religions in the black home. Exploring other religions.
Hey, yeah, because in a black home, you only hear like American black family. I mean, you do have Muslim and things like that. However,
nah, they be like, nah, they don't even accept that. They be like, you're
predominantly
Christian.
it's Christians.
You're the devil. Like,
I feel like if I wanted to be Buddhist or Hindu growing up, or Jewish, or if I want to convert to Judaism, I wouldn't have been able to.
Yeah, like,
Because my family is Baptist, they're Christians. That's all. That's it. And I feel like I would have been looked at, because like I used to want to be a Buddhist. No, not like for real, because I get, oh, you could kill this bug. That could be somebody else. Don't do it. Like, I get that. Like, you feel me? And when I got into, like, reincarnation, like, I get it. Some people are reincarnated. I believe in reincarnation.
Believe me, when I first was like, I'm spiritual, I'm looking at, like, witchcraft, and I'm looking at being practicing hoodoo, practicing Ifa. When I start going down that rabbit hole, oh, my God. I swear they was like, you're worshiping the devil. You're worshiping the devil. Yeah, demon girl. You need to go to church.
Hell, the devil
you going to hell.
you.
You're
And
this,
it's
you're
like
that.
what they feel. That's no. I'm not doing anything dark.
Like,
there's so much more
that's one thing we don't
to this
let
earth.
Other people explore. Like, I even seen on Facebook, they was like, oh, people wearing the waist beads, that's just a sin you don't believe in. What, boop, boop, boop. I was like,
For
girl,
one, regardless, it's energies.
why?
If you read the Bible, they talk about energies in the Bible.
Exactly.
They talk about herbs in the Bible. So all of that everybody, you don't do this. No,
and
like,
even
it's in the Bible.
In some practices in witchcraft, they use psalms.
You see what
The
I'm
book of
saying?
Psalms,
So there's
and like a lot of people, like a lot of black witchcrafts and a lot of hoodoo.
the Bible's involved.
We use a lot of practices from the Psalms because those are spells. What a lot of people don't understand when black
That's
people
why
go
it's the
and
songs
sage,
of it's song. Like,
when they go and sage, like, y'all Baptists, right? Why the hell y'all saging?
yeah, why are you saging your house?
Why are you saging your house? Why you putting salt around your house? Why you doing salt behind your back?
Why do you have all these stones? Or why are you? Because I do moon water, I do stones,
it's
all of
different
that.
for like when you see Christian women to be like, I'm Christian, and you practice it even to the point where you hear it in some songs. I didn't start noticing in some of the what's it called, gospel songs. They literally down other religions. Like, oh, you can't be Baptist, you can't be, I mean, not Baptist, you can't be Buddhist, you can't be Muslim, you can't be this, you can't be that. And I'm speaking,
they do it in church.
I'm speaking from a Christian, growing up in a Christian
Shit
background.
home. So if y'all get mad, this is what we grew up off of.
Background.
Yeah, they say
that's
in
where I'm
church.
coming from.
They say
like,
in church.
they really like shun
other religions, and that's one thing you're not supposed to do anyway.
And then don't question the Bible. Don't do it. I remember the first time I did it was 14 years old. My first question, I kid you not, was, y'all ready for this?
Ask.
I said, well, it's a sin. Jealousy is a sin, right?
How is God a jealous God?
There you go.
That's not a bad question.
How is God? My God's a jealous God, but jealousy is a sin. Help me understand, baby. And
yeah, if envy is a sin, why is it
that question? You
But
shouldn't ask that question.
I get it though.
You shouldn't.
When you say it, I get it.
That question.
People can be envious of other things. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not just envious of who you are, but it could be envious of what somebody has.
Envy is
and things
sin.
like that.
Being jealous is a sin. If jealousy is
a sin. Either way is bad.
Because
God is more jealous of who you giving your love to.
But you telling me,
him.
And then y'all
I can't
quick
be envious
enough to say, my God is a jealous God. Where does that make sense at y'all? Help me understand y'all process of thinking, because I'm not getting it. And then I started asking more questions about this, and they was like, you just looking for something to be wrong with Christianity.
No,
I'm
it's
really
just
asking questions.
Because if you want me to be, if this is something you are putting on me.
And mind you, I started asking these questions at 14 years old.
If this is something that you want me to take heed to, I need you to explain it to me.
Exactly.
Because I ask questions. And I ask questions that some people probably don't even think to ask.
But I ask person.
Them because I need it to make sense.
Exactly.
Before I put all of me into something.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? So it's make it make sense.
Exactly. Make that shit make sense.
Make it clear.
Exactly.
Make it plain and simple for me to understand exactly why this is like this or what you believe. Exactly, for me to want to believe it.
It was the point where I started doing, once again, I read the whole Bible from page 1 all the way to the end.
It's a contradiction already, because this in the Bible, God's hair is wool and he has skin of sand. But then there's a picture of this white dude.
But I read that whole book from beginning to end multiple times on my own. And a lot of people, first off, the first thing they're going to say, well, having piercings and having tattoos is a sin. You don't mess up.
Not knowing that back.
It was
way back. It was a sign of
and then when somebody tells you that was it I think it was piercings was a sin. It's nowhere in the Bible, y'all. I swear to God.
Tattoos aren't nowhere in the Bible.
It does not say that in there at all. Let's be clear about that. It does not say it. And that's why
it don't say you can't smoke weed in the Bible.
I'm going to take something from my Uncle Henry. He said, if you don't know, don't let somebody tell you something. Go research it for your own.
Exactly. Find out for yourself.
I did going to church with my uncle and stuff like that, because he let you know if you don't know, and you don't just go off what I'm saying.
Telling you, exactly. You got to do your research yourself.
He always tell you, don't go off what I'm telling you, but go read it on your own.
That was his way of getting people to study the Bible, and that's
exactly.
dope.
Don't just go off what your pastor telling you. Go and
if
read
you don't trust it, go read it.
So pretty much that's that. And we didn't even get to superstitions.
We didn't, y'all, but our time is up. I'm sorry.
We didn't get to superstitions at all, but we'll get to it next time.
We might talk about it next week along with, that conversation,
Exactly. But our time's up. We're going to talk to you guys later in the day. We'll probably carry this conversation on later.
Yeah, you might. I might post about it or something.
Right. I feel like that was an interesting topic.
Oh, y'all took my hair down, too.
Bye, you guys. Have a good night. Have a good day. Happy Easter. That's kind of fucked up that we talking about that on Easter.
That is so fucked